Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of our podcast here in APC Speaks. This is our sixth podcast for this series. Thank you once again to everyone who's been supporting us along the way. And again, as I've said to two videos prior, this is a podcast that is my project with APC Speaks and outside as well. So thank you for your continuous support, and this will definitely help me be able to reach out more people. So for this week, we're gonna be continuing our collaboration with APC Psychological Society. This is their second podcast with us, and we're going to be talking about getting out of your comfort zone. For this week, we have well joining us again for this week. We have our their um, vice president. We have Sam Baylosis. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Sam Baylosis and I'm back. Yes. Hello.
See, I told you. I told you guys. I'll bring them back. Well, I mean,
Yes.
yeah. And a new guest joining us this week is their PROE. I like saying it that way. Their public relations officer external. Is Miss Lauren.
Hello, hi, I'm Lauren Lyle. Hey.
I was about to like say your last name, and then I realized, oh wait, I don't know your last name because I'm bad with names. But thank you. Hi.
Oh no.
Um, Before we continue any further, just to remind all of you, to check their links down below in the description box. We're going to be linking their Facebook page, their YouTube channel as well, and their Instagram posts. Or Instagram posts, their Instagram. Their Instagram account, so you guys can also check them out there and support them
Yes.
outside of the
Please.
podcast. All right.
Support.
So, with that being said, again, I'm going to be continuing the game. You guys know the drill by now. And so, yeah, I'm just going to start it. Hello, you two. How are you?
Hello.
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 Hi to
Hello.
our listeners. Wow.
Hello. How's it been? How's 1 week? 1 week? Has it been 1 week or 2 weeks after midterms? It's been a week, right?
I think it's been a week.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
How's it been?
Oh, stressful
How?
until
Yeah,
now.
it does not
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, I can still feel the tension.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tension behind. We have a lot more things ahead of us, and we have a lot of things to do, despite of whatever we have. So going to our topic, we're going to be discussing going out of our comfort zones.
Oh,
And
wow.
as
Interesting.
they have given me this topic, this is something that is like, this is very important to me, actually. Not just as a host, but as a person, because of the fact that this is something that I hold dear to myself, to my heart. So, comfort zones. How do you guys? Well, okay, I guess I'll start then. So in terms
Yes.
of comfort zones, this is greatly important to me because I do personally believe that only when you go out of your comfort zones can you actually grow as a person.
True.
You're not
True.
going to be able to like achieve more things or do more things when you're in your comfort zone because you feel a lot comfortable. Like a lot of things that people have stated, it's when you strike iron. Only when like for example, a diamond only becomes a diamond because of all of the stresses it goes through. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
so all of you there who's stressed, get ready to become diamonds. Hey, okay, never
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
mind. But yeah, truth of the matter is how things work, and that is
Being back
how
at the
things go.
university has surfaced many
So
memories, Hugh.
I really do hope
I
that
remember taking you to lectures.
everyone who is
You would
listening,
crawl to the front
I
of the
hope you
hall
guys
when I wasn't paying
stay until
attention.
the end because we're going to be talking
Dr.
about
Gray would look
our
down from
comfort
his
zones and
lectern,
how
and
we
all his
dealt with them.
seriousness
So
and
Yes.
authority faded away.
on my end,
He would pick you up,
believe it
walk
or not,
over, and
I
return you
actually
to my
had
arms with
some
a
sort
smile.
of like social anxiety.
Love
Um,
cannot be measured,
yes,
Hugh.
not noticeable, is it?
Like colour,
Noticeable at
Ah,
all.
I
exists in
what?
both of
was
us.
yeah. Sorry.
Imagine Alan. I can't imagine
You
actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I was afraid of people. Well, technically until now, I'm
Oh,
partially still afraid of people until now. Well, it depends on the mood, actually.
yeah.
But for example, when I go up on stage and I did the debate. Well, I did the debate competition, but when I did the public speaking competition, actually, that one actually scared me. My heart was pumping hard when I got up on stage to try and, well, participate in said competition. That was a bit difficult for me personally, but oh, sorry, excuse me, throat. Yeah, it was a bit difficult for me, but people don't normally notice that because that was something that I, dealt with as I was growing up. I had to be able to do something about my fears of humans. I guess that's how you say it. Um, but yeah, I had to deal with it in a way that would help me achieve things. So
Mm.
um, I I just not necessarily taught myself, but it was like it's a slow process of how I learned or I earned courage for myself.
Mm.
Yep.
And I dealt with it in a way that would help me calm down. So like the breathing exercises actually did help, or like the way that you think about things that also helps.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes, you know how that there was a trick that roam around with people saying that, oh, if you're afraid of speaking up on front, just think about people wearing only their underwear. I don't know why that was a thing. I
I
think
don't know
I
why that's a thing.
no, I
And
think
that would
I
make me
think
panic more.
I think what happened there is that most of the time you would feel a lot better when when the people you're looking at is in a more embarrassing state than you are. I think that's how it
Oh.
works. So like the more embarrassed they are, then or in the more embarrassing state they are, then the better for you, because you get to like
So
focus
wait.
to
So
get to
is that what? So is that what you do when you're on
Yeah,
Oh, no, no,
yeah.
no,
stage?
no. On
You like.
on
Okay,
my
y'all
no,
wearing
that
underwears.
that doesn't work for me.
Oh.
Oh
For
no.
me,
Okay.
what I basically just do on my end is I just breathe, or sometimes I zone out. Like sometimes I zone out and I only focus. Oh, this is an actual thing. If you're speaking up on front, focus on only like one person or one to two people. Like in the entire crowd, try to think that there's no one else there but just them. Does that make sense?
Mm. Yeah,
Also
yeah,
because like
yeah.
I stated before in our previous podcast, my imagination is like super strong on its own way. So I get to imagine myself in a different scenario than just being in the competition or when I'm
Mm.
speaking in front. So normally I can imagine like, I don't know, I'm in a different scenario and it's just me in like a forest and I'm just like talking to myself or something. If people
Yeah.
haven't gotten up, if people haven't caught up with the fact yet that I'm a nature person, yes, I am. So there's that. Yeah. So that was, well, that's one of my comfort zones, I guess, that I grew out of, and now I'm already doing a podcast with people, and
Yes.
Wow.
you wouldn't even notice that I'm parsley. Yes, I speak vegetable now. I'm parsley, afraid of people. It's
So
post
yay,
vegetable.
congrats to you, claps. I don't
Wow.
know if it can be heard, but I'm clapping.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. So yeah, how about you two?
Um,
Let's
I'll
go,
go
guys.
first. Yeah, yeah. Hi. So one of the things, one of my comfort zones was just being by myself or with a few friends. Especially back in junior high, I was like known to be like the quiet girl, the super shy girl. Like, oh, people won't expect me to go up on stage and do something. I was just there at the side. That's my place. But then, coming to senior high in APC, it was different. You had to speak up or nothing will happen. So I thought to myself, should I still be quiet and let everything happen the way I don't think it should be? Or should I speak up and it will help more people and also help myself? So after like talking to myself for I think one half a term, I decided, okay, I'm gonna try to do something about it. So I tried talking to more people in the classroom because first days, man, oh my god, I was alone. I would eat lunch by myself because I was so scared to talk. And I would only talk when spoken to and I would end it kagad because I was scared. But then when I realized that, I started trying to talk to more people and it made me realize, oh, I could actually these people are actually really nice and this is actually pretty fun to the point that it escalated to me doing a public speaking competition. So
Wow, no me.
yeah, oh
Sorry.
my gosh. So when it came to that point, I was still panicking. I was still shaking and all that. My hands were cold. My feet were even cold. And
Knee is weak.
yeah,
Mom spaghetti.
yeah. But then once I got on stage, I don't know, parang I was still scared, but at the same time, I felt like, wow, I was able to overcome what I feared the most, which is talking to a whole crowd. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You
Talking
start to
to,
own the stage.
yeah. And then I started enjoying it. I started liking to talk in front and presenting. So then, as grade 12 and college came, I was one of the people that would like speaking out and presenting. So yeah,
Oh,
that's my journey. Wow, amazing. Wow.
wow.
Yes.
You know,
Wait.
there was a thing before. Oh no, yeah, I think I mentioned this on one of the prior podcasts. But then like back when I entered six APC, I was super
Yeah.
tired of speaking. Uh,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm too noisy. So I decided to like I wanted like 2 weeks, 2 months actually, 2 months break. I was like, Lord, can you like let me not talk to anyone for like a bit? I don't want to join any organizations. I don't want to
Yeah.
do anything. No. And then I met my old my former best friend here in APC because he was also studying. Actually, he still is studying in APC,
Yeah.
and yeah, he brought me to Speaks. So there's
Wow,
that
speaks.
story. Yeah.
Mm.
So I was like, I just wanted 2 weeks. I just wanted 2 months. 2 months. 2 months of quiet. 2 months. I didn't want to talk. I wanted to be that like I want to be a wallflower again. I wanted to just be in a corner. I didn't want to do anything. Like I just want to get in and out of classes. Nope. Obviously
Nope.
not. No.
APC Speaks is waving at you. Yes.
It's very different.
So yes, Lauren,
Yeah, Lauren,
Yes.
what's up?
Yes, me, my
Yes,
turn.
you.
go on.
So I think all of our comfort zones have something in common, socializing with people.
Yeah.
And that was really difficult for me back when in elementary because my height was it was disappointing.
Oh yeah, I
Very,
forgot that was
very
it. I forgot that was an
disappointing.
issue.
Yeah. I think I was as tall as a, the headboard of a standard bed. I was really short
Oh.
and really thin. So, I didn't have much confidence and I was really insecure to even approach a teacher or a classmate. So I was always in the corner, drawing, doodling.
Doodly do.
But
Mm.
but during grade 6, our principal announced that our school was joining a contest, journalism contest. So that's mostly writing, right?
Yeah.
Literary and sports writing, news writing, that kind of stuff. So I thought that maybe I should join that just so I can gain more confidence and gain new friends from different schools. So I joined and I actually won something there.
No way.
And I
Wow.
was so
Congrats.
I was shocked because all the students were from different schools in our district. So I think that was about 1,000 students.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
was shocked because I was so small and I didn't know that I had a talent for writing. So that went on for 2 more years. Then the principal announced again that our school was joining a new contest. It was broadcasting.
Oh.
So that was more
Damn.
challenging for me. I was hesitating to join, but during the training all the students, they noticed that my voice was loud, even though I was small. I was surprised because, huh? Because I can't even hear myself talk, but they say that when I speak, it's very loud and clear, and this
Wow.
is a surprise to you guys, but I got the anchor position in a broadcasting
Oh
team.
my gosh!
the
Yay! Congrats,
anchor,
Nicholas.
I was the anchor, and I was, what? How can you guys give me this kind of position? And it was in radio broadcasting, so it was kind of okay because
Mm,
no one's gonna see me perform, right?
yeah.
Because we were behind a blackboard during
You
contest.
thought wrong. You
Yeah,
thought wrong.
but I was feeling so much anxiety every time we have a contest, like to the point that I always puke before we perform. I was
Oh
so
damn.
nervous.
But
So
same.
it felt I felt really bad because I look so pale when I perform, but
Um,
when I'm on stage, I don't know. I think something changed in me, like a click. Then I started to talk, and I won something again. I became the second place for anchor in broadcasting.
wow.
So I don't know. I believe that it was only luck and not um my talent. But as it went on for years and years until we stopped joining the contest and we were grade 11, I was kind of happy because I gained a lot of confidence from joining those contests. And even though I was small, until now I'm still small, I can say that my voice, nothing changed. But the one thing that changed though is my confidence. I gained a lot of confidence from joining those contests and meeting new people, training, and public speaking. It really gives you a lot of strength to approach new people and to be out there.
Yeah.
So for me, for my experience, I can really say that it's nice to get new hobbies, or if you want to join if something new or for yourself so that you can increase your confidence or at least take a baby step out of your comfort zone, because it was really surprising and I'm really happy with my development, honestly.
Wow, no, no.
Yes. Yes. So if there's something you want to do, do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Look
like
at Lauren. Yeah.
I like
Go
how
do it.
all of our
but
no. I like how all of our topics are connected to like talking out loud.
Yeah.
yeah, but
And
to be
in
honest,
a
I'm
podcast.
still like at the edge of my comfort zone until now. I'm
Oh.
just just going out with, just baby steps, because
Mm,
it's really hard to get out of your comfort zone. It takes time, takes effort, honestly. So
yes.
you guys can just chill in your comfort zone if you want, because time will come that you can finally be a butterfly, fly
Yes.
out there.
Fly
Sting
out
like a
there
beaver.
to
Let's
the
go.
world.
Yeah.
There's I think like well, I think in this podcast, Lauren MVP. Woo! No, other than that, I think one of the things that we can learn very well with that is so I'm gonna share this. So there's this YouTube channel that I follow. Um,
Mm.
Mhm.
so because my personal motto in life, it's the thing I fight for actually. Um, what do you call that thing again? When like the thing that you say and it's like the thing that you fight for. I forgot what you call it.
uh,
Um.
well,
Wait. What?
Like
your
That you fight for?
advocacy.
That.
advocacy. There you go. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my advocacy, my it's not necessarily a one liner. It's not a single sentence, but the line there is what I fight for personally is for people to go. It's for people to go out to live life only the way they can, to be unique. No, wait, no, mali. It's for them to go out, to be unique, to live life only the way they can, and to seek discomfort. So now that the first part of that, that's supposed to just meant for people to live life the way they are supposed to, like, because a lot of people end up not pursuing what they want to do because of the fact that, like, there's so many things in life that tells them no.
Yeah.
There's so many things for them to consider. There's so many things for them to think about,
Yeah.
basically. And so, um, the first part is meant for me. I've said this before to people. Is that actually, I ask you now before I continue? Is like, what do you think is the most? What do you think is the richest place on earth for you two? Like, what do you think is
Richest?
the yes, the richest place on earth?
Mm.
Um.
Uh,
Man, that's a difficult question.
yeah.
I thought we just had to talk about our comfort zones.
No, I mean it's connected to that, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Richest place. Actual place?
Yes, it's an actual place.
An
Uh,
actual place. Um. Oh no.
hmm, Singapore?
Yeah.
All right, so
Maybe like Singapore, Dubai,
okay,
or something.
this
Yeah.
exists in every country.
Uh,
What?
what?
Yeah.
A bank?
Richest
No, not
stay
even.
in a different country? Huh?
The place exists in every country.
What?
All right,
What?
so
I'm confused. Just
um,
go with it, Alan, please.
so the richest place on earth is the graveyard. Um, I'll explain why. So this is something that I've told people. I mean, obviously, this is not original to my brain. I've actually gotten this somewhere. When I was like 13 years old, 10,
Oh.
I
Wow.
matured far too fast as a kid. That's why until now I'm a child. Yes, pretty much since I matured too quick. So yeah, I've been carrying this in my head because I said that the richest place on earth is the graveyard, not because of the stuff that was buried, not because of the material stuff that was buried in it, but more so the stuff, or more so the ideas that existed in the brains of people. So,
Mm.
a lot of people have died throughout the years that never did what they wanted to do because of the fact that someone said no.
Oh.
Um, so for example, like, who's to say that of millions of people who are currently buried underground, who were and is buried underground, who's to say that none of them had the idea to do quantum physics? Like, who actually learned how to solve quantum physics? Who's to say that no one in down there actually, like, made had like a capacity in their brain to learn a blueprint of how to make a flying car? Who's to say
Mm.
that, right?
Mhm.
So there's so many ideas that, as we've seen in history, that like people went for what they wanted to do, and that's how their ideas became something, and it grew to something bigger. So it's like their idea, which was supposed to be small, is the starting point of what became something big. So that's why, like, you never underestimate small ideas, because like
Yeah.
big
Yes.
ideas always stem from something that's small. So in that topic, yeah, so it's the graveyard because of the fact that so many people said, like, they all stopped proceeding to what they wanted to do because of the fact that someone said no to them on what they wanted to do in life. um
Man, that's deep.
so in connection to that, that's why I wanted people to be themselves, to be, unique, and to live life the way they can, because every person is different, meaning that everyone has different. That means everyone has different capacities on, or different capacities, ideas, or thoughts on how to do anything. So
Yeah.
in connection to that is the seek discomfort part at the very end. That's actually from a YouTube channel that I watch and I follow. Their name is Yes Theory. Um,
Oh.
and basically the name was built upon the theory of, what if you said yes? Just imagine that. Like, just imagine
Mm.
saying yes. Like, no, like, whatever the situation is, if it's not gonna hurt anyone, or it's gonna, like, basically it's something new for you and you're afraid of it. What if you
Yeah.
said yes? What happens?
Man, things would be so different.
Mm.
Yeah.
and because you would have more ways to be able to deal with things, because like
Yeah.
you would now experience different things now in life.
True,
So
true,
that
true.
was kind of like the idea that came out with it. So um in that sense, that's how yes theory was formed. Well, that wasn't necessarily how they were formed, but that's where the name came from, the yes theory. So what if you said yes?
Mm.
So like what I wish, well, okay, everyone listening right now, what I really hope, I'm saying this right now because I'm super stuck with the puzzle I'm doing and I can't concentrate. um what I really hope that people would like get from, everything that we've talked about, both you, Sam, and like Lauren, especially Lauren here, um is that like when you're given an opportunity to do something, or even if it sounds like it's out of your comfort zone, if you're given the opportunity and it won't hurt you or anyone else, go for it.
Yes.
I think that's
True,
a
yes.
something that's like, because like
Preach.
also with like being with the idea of being being the person that you are, there's a part there that like people normally don't follow, or people don't normally use, you know like they become selfish. A part of that is supposed to be, the hidden meaning behind being yourself is respect towards people, because there's a
Mm.
lot of people who ends up like just doing what they want to do, but then they don't respect the people around them
Yep.
in exchange.
Mm.
So what happens is, why can't I figure out this puzzle? What happens is that like, because if everyone becomes who they are, their unique self, then obviously what's gonna happen in the future is that your ideas are gonna clash with someone, right? Because like you
Mm.
guys are all different people. So if you
Mm.
crash with each other that way, then more or less what's gonna happen is, you're going to end up like fighting each other. So instead of like, or instead of like keeping it inside of your head, or no, instead of like holding a grudge against the person because they wouldn't follow, they wouldn't respect, they wouldn't just like let you be with who you are as a unique self, then it's that mutual respect that you have towards each other. Because like you don't necessarily have to agree with someone to become human,
Mm.
you know
Mm.
like you don't necessarily have to be like, oh, I agree with you completely for me to be nice to you.
Mm.
That's not how the world works. You can still be a human, you can still be human, and you can still be nice, just
Yes.
like even if you don't
Yeah.
agree with each other. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
there's stuff in life that like is very controversial. So for example, like, oh, I support rape. That's something where I draw the line. There are lines, there are boundaries that you draw,
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously. But if there's such things as, like, for example, it's something simple like, oh, you like milk, I don't like milk. There's no problem. Just respect each other. Like
Yes.
it's things like that. Obviously, those like that idea doesn't necessarily hurt anyone. It doesn't hurt anyone, and it's just a mutual understanding and respect for someone. So it's like small things like that in life would really help if everyone understood it that way. But yes, comfort zones,
Yes. Comfort.
comfort zones.
Comfort zones.
Comfort zone.
Yes. So as Lauren said earlier, like how you can just take baby steps. So don't be ashamed of having just baby steps, since progress is still progress.
Hmm.
You're still getting there little by little. And
Mm-hmm.
So
actually there's this thing that like I like a motto in life that I like got from a YouTube person named Olivia DeAndre. I hope I pronounced her name right. It's you owe it to yourself to become everything you've ever dreamed. So do not stop yourself from getting out of your comfort zone if that hinders you from achieving what you want to become. Because that's just sad. You just sit there and regret. So with every opportunity you can have, make sure that you can go to it, go for it, even if it's just the little steps. And make sure as you're doing so, don't hurt anybody. Make sure, like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
as Alan was saying earlier, don't disrespect. So basically, speak out and be heard, but don't disrespect. Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
Preach. Facts.
Hey.
um you were I I was gonna like piggyback right on what you just said, but I
Oh
completely
yeah,
forgot what
go,
you
just
said.
go.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no. You said something that I really wanted to connect to. Oh no, I don't remember what you said.
oh no,
Oh, oh
oh
no.
no.
I can't remember it now. Yeah, but you said something about. Mm,
mm.
I don't remember any.
Is it the
Oh,
progress?
there you go, there you go. I found it.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, in progress. Well, partially about progress.
Honestly.
Um, if you're like oh, one thing for you to be able to determine if you're still in your comfort zone or not, or if what you want to do, if your dream is big enough or not. Um, I think one of the questions that you can ask yourself is, does your dream scare you?
Mm.
Because if your dream doesn't scare you, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Mm.
That means it's too small. Because like like what I said a while ago, it's like small things grow into something big. So don't undermine the small things. But then like having a big goal is basically like you can do reverse engineering where basically you start from the very top and then you triple down to the small part. So something like that.
Mm.
Like if your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a motivational thing that everyone has heard or seen somewhere else already. I'm still stuck with this puzzle. Just want to say, but but other than like as much as that is something that people have heard by now, it's true. And if you don't take your chances on going for things like this, then you'll be stuck forever. And
Mm-hmm.
since you never like your comfort zones are basically things that scare you, but is something that's super intriguing. Because like
Yes.
Yeah.
fear is something that happens to you, or like you're afraid to go out of your comfort zone because you feel like you're never gonna be able to go back to it. Who said that? It's just that going out of your comfort zone is going to open up new avenues for you. Obviously, this is very simplistic the way that is being said out here in the podcast, and there's obviously a lot of things that you think about. There's a lot of things that
Mm-hmm.
you have to consider. That's why you can't just go out of your comfort zone. But I think the idea here is that never let go of the idea of actually going out of your comfort zone,
Yes.
Yeah.
because only like if you give up the idea of going out of your comfort zone, then you'll never get out of your comfort zone, and then that means you'll never
True.
grow as a person. Because like
True.
people get complacent with where they are, and obviously it's a lot easier to be complacent, especially if the situations are difficult. But
Yes.
until when are you going to be complacent, and until when is your comfort zone going to be comfortable?
Ooh.
Mic drop.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, yeah. Because confidence is something that you use every day in every situation. You need to have confidence, right?
Mm-mm.
Like doing stuff, even in just if you want to buy something in Jollibee in the cashier,
Yeah.
you get that sudden rush of anxiety, like, should I speak or should I just go out? Like that's you
True.
can use that as a baby step into coming out of your comfort zone. Just buy your own meal and talk to the cashier for at least 2 minutes. Ask how their day went or something like that. That helps for you to achieve or increase more confidence because I
Yeah.
do that a lot. That's a
Like when
practice
you're like
for your,
online, you like
yeah.
practice in your head. Yeah.
Or you play with strangers online. If talk to them, that helps.
Mm.
Because confidence is like your asset. So you have
Yeah.
to take care of that. You have to let it grow so that
Let
you
it
can grow.
grow, let it grow.
Yes, Elsa.
Yes. Amen.
um so yeah, with everything, I'm still stuck with this damn puzzle. I can't. I'm
Sad.
gonna stare into this puzzle after this podcast because I need to figure out how this thing works before the next podcast so I can do it. Of course, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna look up any guides because that's not how I do puzzles. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyways, that's pretty much I think a really good way to like summarize everything.
Mm.
What the three of us have said already in the past, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10. It's
What?
it's really you. Um, I have we've been doing a podcast for 34 minutes, just so you know.
Oh.
Really?
Well, it's coming up to 35 right about now. All right, cool.
Oh.
So, with that said, your comfort zones, yes, they're scared. Yes, they feel comfortable, but until when is it going to be comfortable? That's a very important thing for anyone to answer, because if you don't know, well, actually, no, you don't even have to answer until when is it going to be comfortable. It's like, are you still happy in your comfort zone?
Yes.
Because you don't necessarily have to be you don't necessarily need to feel comfort to be happy. Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing with people like chasing their dreams on like
Yeah.
just following like a normal 8 to 5 job or 9 to 5 job
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
office, and then you go and you get out. Sure, you have a steady amount of money, steady amount of finances, and then you get to live your life, but then are you happy?
Yes, that's the
Mm-hmm.
question.
So
Are you happy now?
you like the reason why you're even thinking about going out of your comfort zone, because if you think about it, that's where your happiness leads to,
Mm.
and that's why it's scary, because you feel like achieving your happiness is going to give up everything else that makes you comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But then who's to say that beyond that fear, that anxiety, and that like, idea of you dealing with something out of your comfort zone isn't going to make you comfortable in the end? Because then
Mm-hmm.
you will be happy. Because think about it, maybe by then you'll be happy and comfortable at the exact same time that you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey. All right. So with that being said, thank you very much everyone for listening again to our podcast. Um,
Yay.
Yay!
I feel like this podcast is a lot better than the ones before, as it is a lot
Yes.
more like
Yes.
impactful
Wow.
and like more stuff are in it. It's like it's a lot more energetic in a sense
You're
that
just
people,
saying that.
Oh.
No, 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 no. Like personally for
Oh
me,
my God.
I feel like this is a lot more. It's like, as I've said prior podcast, it's like we're getting better. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like me
Yes.
personally as a host, I feel
Yay.
like I'm a lot more engaged now.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily engaged, but then more like the way that the flow of the podcast has been is a lot more lively.
Yes.
Yeah, because people are a lot more used to it by now. And obviously, as this is Lauren's first time, but apparently someone learns already has like
Wow.
experience with doing broadcasting. So woohoo, woo.
Yes.
So
And Lauren is
No,
also
this is my
speaks. So
first.
she's
This is my
wow.
first time. Wow.
oh,
Oh.
sure, right. But then
Yeah.
you have ideas
I'm
on
gonna
how
make
to
my
do.
own podcast and I'll steal all your listeners.
I'll steal all of them. But yeah,
I'm just kidding.
um, feel free. They have time. It's podcast. It's recorded anyways. Hey.
No,
But yeah.
no,
Once
I'm just
again,
joking.
thank you for listening to all of us. Thank you for your time. Once
Thank
again, check
you.
out
Hey, thank you.
PsychSoc's socials down below in the description if
Yes.
I don't
Yep.
forget to put it.
I will
Um,
remind Alan.
and check them out. Follow them for the rest of Psych Month. Support them with what they want to do or what they're going to do for the rest of
Yes.
Psych Month. And I hope that you guys are going to continuously support us as well in APC Speaks. Because from here on
Yes.
out, it's only
Yay.
going to go up. Thank you very much
Yes.
for listening and watching. I'm sorry if there's not much progress in this gameplay for this week because I am stuck. I can't focus. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for stopping by. And as always, have a great day. Have a great life. God bless. Stay awesome. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye. Thank you.
Bye.